What's up guys, Bob here, Backcountry Daily, and got a new toy. I wanted to show it to you guys, talk about it a little bit. Hey, first raindrop, cool. 2021 Canam Ryker 600. I didn't want to go with the 900 because we already have a Spider that's a 998, so 600 was it. Sounds better than 900 in my opinion. Definitely not underpowered. That was one of my main concerns about a 600. I was worried that it would be underpowered, but no, the CVT and a really responsive engine, even in stock form, is just great. Being underpowered is definitely not one of the concerns, or no longer is a concern, and there's a plethora of mods available, and we'll talk about those later in the video. I do have a little cheat sheet today because you guys know I'm bad at organizing my thoughts without a cheat sheet, so we're gonna talk about the sound. Where I already told you, I feel like the 600 sounds better. It sounds more like a true motorcycle, and a 900 sounds more like a car. Runs a lot smoother, more of a level tone, where the 600 does that burp, 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 burp thing, you know, gives it a little bit more soul. It's a little bit more raw. I like it a little bit better that way. Another reason for going with the 600 was economy. One less cylinder to maintain. It weighs a little bit less. I believe it's a little bit better on gas. That could be subjective. I'm not sure. And I wanted to go over a few buying tips. We did get this used, but it's still under warranty, so it's less than a year old. If you buy used, in my opinion, I suggest you buy with it still under warranty. Whether a previous owner got the 5-year extended, that's transferable, or you get it within the first year and then you extend it yourself. And I'm planning on doing that possibly. I haven't decided yet. I may just extend it. The local dealer is asking $1,500 for 5 years. And I have about a month or a month and a half to decide, so we'll see about that. All right, so the main thing about buying these, whether it's new or used, is you have to find out, I'm only gonna give you 1 or 2 tips. You're gonna have to find out what dealership put it together. Then you're gonna go on BRP website and you're gonna see if that dealership has a gold certification, a platinum certification, or no certification. If they have no certification, I would be concerned. I would not buy it from a dealership that's not certified. You don't want like a Honda Tech putting together a BRP product. You really want a BRP tech to put it together, the final assembly that is, and you do definitely want to make sure that they have a gold or platinum certification. For example, this was purchased at Vase Power Sports. They're platinum. I have nothing to worry about in terms of that. Their tech is excellent. I've actually taken my Spider there before, and they did excellent work on it. They did a bunch of updates and they did the heat campaign, but that's for another video. They're right down the street here from my parents' house, so I'm really excited about that. If I do extend the warranty, I could always take it in there for service or whatever, or if there's something going wrong with it. But usually, I typically do all my own work, so I will be doing all the service on this myself with the help of my girlfriend and maybe a friend or two. If something I can't do, then I will take it to the dealership. That's another way I'm able to save on money, and I'm able to save on maintenance cost and ownership cost by doing my own maintenance. So there you guys have it. Main reason for us getting this was the seating position. When I first got the Spider, it is an RSS model. It has more like a crotch rocket or a street bike seating position where the legs are under you and you're leaning forward. That puts a lot of pressure on my shoulders, my arms, my wrists, my back, everything, so I can't really ride that too long. And those Spiders are not very modular for being able to mount things to them. These are excellent in that way. They have what's called a max mount, and we'll go over that a little bit later in the video, but to that you can mount different racks, second seat, bunch of different things that you can mount to, plus the seating position for somebody in a wheelchair with rods in their back and no use of their legs with the pegs forward is much more comfortable than a Spider. Also adjustable handlebars. Feel like I'm sitting more like in a recliner as opposed to on a horse, and the Spider was more like I was sitting on a horse. All right, what else? I'm gonna show you guys some of the accessories and some of the mods that I chose to do right away. And we'll talk about some of the future mods right after that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring some of the accessories here that will allow a person in a wheelchair to ride. Then we'll move the camera and I'll show you some of the stuff that I already mounted to the motorcycle. First thing I'm going to show you are these tie downs. And you get these at Lowe's, at Home Depot, and these are crucial for tying your shoes to the pegs. I don't have the footboards yet, I just have pegs. And 2 of these per side work perfect. Second thing I'm going to show you guys is a Airhawk air cushion. And this helps on those long rides, especially for those of you in a wheelchair that don't have much tush on your body. This helps with sores and it helps with comfort. And even those of you that are not in a wheelchair, this will help as well. And this fits the Ryker seat just perfect. It's an excellent little product. The next thing is you gotta have shoes. You gotta have good riding shoes that have these like aggressive ridges that grab onto the peg so it doesn't slide off. You don't want slippery shoes. So then when it's on the peg, it grabs on. You would use these to tie it and keep your feet on there. And that's the way I do it. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but it's a cheap and expensive way, and that's how I like to do it. Make sure, you guys, that you have an owner's manual and you have all the documentation and some of these extra accessories that come with your bike. Make sure you get that. If you do get it secondhand or if you do get it used, make sure the previous owner gives you this, because you definitely want your owner's manual. And if it doesn't come with one, be sure to download one. You can download it on the internet. It's very important for your maintenance schedule and things like that. I also recommend, if you're going to be doing your own maintenance, I also recommend you downloading a service manual. That helps a lot. This here is my makeshift handbrake that I made out of metal. This slips over the brake pedal, and then this stays next to me, and I push down for brake. Later on, I'm gonna get a handbrake made. I haven't decided which route I'm gonna take, so for now, this works just fine. On my Spider, I have an Eski branded handbrake over here. And on this one, I'm thinking I'm gonna custom make something. My friend AJ and his father made something using a clutch cable from a Harley and a just like a dirt bike clutch lever. And they have a bracket down here, and it just pulls your brake pedal down, and it works really well. He already put 20,000 miles. The way I do this one, it just slides over the brake pedal like that, and it stays right there. And then I use the paracord to tie it to the motorcycle so it stays in one place. It's been working great, but long term, I'm not going to use this. And for those of you that may think this is a safety concern, my driver's license actually legally allows me to do this, so I'm not breaking any laws and I'm not putting anybody in danger by doing this. I've been using hand controls for many, many years, and it's totally fine. However, I'd rather have a normal, traditional brake lever. The next thing I wanted to show you guys here is this 511 Rapid Waist Pack, and it's a 3-liter, and it comes with this nice little padding right here that goes against your body when you're riding. It's a clip, so you can adjust it, clip around yourself, and this gives me a nice CCW pouch that I can put my gloves in, phone. I have a internal pocket that allows me to have my wallet, my knife, flashlight. Good. I got a lot in there. That's cool. So basically allows me to bring everything that I need to bring with myself, some medical things and whatever in here, and it attaches around my waist, so when I'm riding it's just on me. I don't have to worry about anything, and everything that's important, that's valuable, stays on me. The 511 brand is, you guys know, it's my favorite. They make the best bags. And you have a mole compartment in the front that you can attach more things to. This back thing comes off actually, so you could just use it as a bag. The strap comes off. It's very versatile. And there's also another pocket in the very front where I like to keep my key for the Can-Am. So yeah, there you guys have it. I highly recommend you bring some type of bag with you, and I might have like might add like a small medical kit to it later on. So yeah, definitely don't want to leave without that. Very convenient, and 511 had it on sale for $23, I believe, which is a killer deal. All right, another thing that really doesn't have much to do with this video that I got for the channel is this Zoom H1N sound recorder, and I got this crazy troll dead cat for it, which will allow me to put it in the glove box, put it in that bag, or just have it on my body when I'm riding to capture the sound of the motorcycle. So I'd like to get some sound clips for you guys if it's stock, because 600 sounds badass even in the stock form. And then later on, when I get an exhaust put on it, we get the sound clips of it so you guys can hear the difference. I told you guys I wanted to show you another accessory here, and it is this little phone mount right here. And I know a lot of guys like the quad lock now, but I like ram mount personally. I've never had one come apart. I don't know what some people are talking about. They had their phone fly off of it or whatever. My phone, I keep in a rubber case, so then like it doesn't fly off. The way I have my phone is it comes in a case like this. So when you have rubber in rubber, it's not gonna go anywhere. And this ram mount is super easy. I use it in the 4Runner, and I also use it here. The one in the 4Runner, this piece is longer. It's like the medium length one. This is a short length. And this tends to work for these handlebars really well. So when I'm riding, I could just like look up my address or look up GPS locations, things like that. And I can control my GoPro from it and everything. So it comes really handy. And then when I'm done with it, I just store it in this frunk. I store it in here when I'm done with it. And it tends to work out pretty good. Yeah, as far as the future mods go, like I really wanted to get a secondary seat so my lady can ride with it. I just purchased a max mount. It's upstairs. I didn't want to bring it down here, but once I go upstairs, I'll throw that in this video. And the max mount allows you to mount a secondary passenger seat or a rack or whatever you guys like. Basically allows you to accessorize the bike however you like, and it'll give us an ability to have a second rider, along with being able to bring some stuff with you. And my lady was possibly talking about getting a little saddlebag, but my most important mod for myself would be an exhaust, the handbrake, and a way to mount my wheelchair, which I haven't came up with a solution yet. I've seen some other videos, and I've seen my buddy, the way he did it. He's using like a gun rack from Amazon that looks like that, and then the wheelchair axle sits across it. I'm thinking about using Quick Fist and making like a little custom plate that'll pop onto the max mount and mount onto it just like a second up seat would. So that would be an option. I also saw a couple of videos online where there's like two little studs, and the lady has just like one stud in the center, and then there's a receiver on the axle of the wheelchair, and then it just kind of slips on it and it mounts that way. But she needs help from somebody else in order to mount it. I wanted to do it to where I can be independent with it. We're just gonna have to kind of see and go from there. As far as the machine goes, it is absolutely incredible. It is so fun to ride. It's very comfortable. I rode with my buddy the other day for over 2 hours. I didn't feel any pain. I didn't get any spasms. It was just amazing. I can cruise around on this thing, and if I could figure out a way to mount my wheelchair to it, it's gonna give me so much freedom. And this Ryker has just been a blessing. It's been a really cool toy. As a matter of fact, this is probably the best thing I've ever ridden in terms of since I've been in a chair, in terms of comfort level and excitement. This by far brings the most joy, closely followed by my Polaris quad. Those of you guys have been following this channel for a while, you know that the Polaris has been part of my life since 2015, and that quad has been just complete freedom for me. But that only applies to off-road. This is something I could take around town and feel completely independent, and I just can't wait to do some more rides with you guys and bring you guys along and share my adventures with you. If you guys have any questions, if any of you guys are interested in possibly looking at a Ryker and want to ask me anything that has to do with disabled riding or riding with disabilities, or even for those of you that are not necessarily disabled but are either are getting older and have a family and whatever and don't want to ride a two-wheeler anymore, or just feel like the two-wheeler is a little bit unsafe and you have some questions about this, there's a lot of content on YouTube. Be sure to check out more videos by Thrill Mouse Moto and a couple other guys that are they have a lot of Ryker 600 content. But be sure to follow this channel for more upcoming videos. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things with this bike. We're going to be doing a lot of different experiments, different mods, and I'd like you guys to be a part of that. So yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.